Alrighty, chat. Very good afternoon. Hope we're all doing well. Happy Sunday. Hope we're all having a nice weekend. Welcome to the stream. Welcome indeed. Alrighty, so welcome back. Today we're going to be flying in the ATR. As you can see in the background, we're flying the ATR for the first time, really. This will be my first time flying it since we had that last major update. So looking forward to trying it. Sort of. I can't lie, I'm a little bit skeptical that it's going to still perform as we want it to, but yeah, we're going to give it a try today, and we're going to put it through its paces and see what we can do with it. Hopefully the right hand side FMS works now. I think they did fix that, but again, I've not tried it, so we'll find out. Apparently our nav approaches are better as well today, so we're going to test that going into Turku, which is our destination today. We're going to try doing our nav arrival into Turku and our approach, should I say. So that's the plan today. We're flying from Orbeck, Stockholm, Arlanda, the Marcus Nyberg scenery, as you guys are very familiar with at this point on the stream. Very much one of my favorite sceneries for the sim. So yeah, really looking forward to flying out of here once again. Obviously, fantastic ATC. We're on VATSIM. The Swedish controller's always very fantastic. So I do enjoy a bit of Swedish VATSIM action. And then we're going to be flying over to Turku, which is a small airport in Finland, just across the water. I don't know what the name of that little stretch of water is in between Sweden and Finland, but yeah, just across the water there. And yeah, it's a short hop. Unfortunately, I don't have a ton of time today, so we're only going to be doing a bit of a short one today. But yeah, it should be nice. Hopefully, some of you guys are free to join, but if not, it's absolutely fine. So that is the plan for today. Turku is Finland's oldest airport, from what I've read. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing it. I've had a very brief look at the scenery. We've got scenery provided for Turku by our partner, Simulations, once again today. So, very much looking forward to showing that to you guys. It'll be my first time really seeing it as well. Obviously, I took the thumbnail from there, but I didn't really have too much of a look around. But it does look very nice. So, I'm looking forward to it today. So, that's the plan. Anything else to say? Yeah, so it's a VATSIM event today, so Stockholm overload, so I'm expecting quite a lot of traffic on departure here. The event does start in about 20 minutes, so yeah, it should be great fun. And you guys might also notice I've been doing some DIY this weekend, hence why the background looks a little bit different. And also I've got some pictures here that shouldn't be here. They're going up just up there. But yeah, that's the plan for today. Good. Right. So, how are we all doing? Who have we got in the chat? Loco Hombre sent a $5 Australian super chat just actually 2 hours ago before the stream started. So, I'll ping that up again. Thank you very much, Loco Hombre, for your $5 Australian. Hopefully, you'll catch the playback of the stream. And yeah, once again, thank you so much for that. That's very generous of you, my friends. Thank you so much. Sad you cannot be here with us. He said probably won't be around for this flight, but wishing you all the best with it. Thank you so much, Loco Hombre. Thank you. Ramsey can't catch this one either, unfortunately, but no worries at all, my brother. I'll hopefully catch you on the next stream on Tuesday. MPS is here. Welcome indeed. Hope you're doing well. ILS approach to Manchester. Hope that goes well for you, mate. Look out for the hump there. Soren, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Crowded in Stockholm. Yeah, it should be. We're expecting a lot of traffic with this event, indeed. Daz, welcome indeed. Hope you're doing well. Just done an approach into Rhodes in Greece. Fuzzair. Very nice. Very nice. I've not done a Rhodes flight yet in the sim, so yeah, sounds great. Good stuff. I'll have to try that at some point soon. Reeks Aviation, very welcome. Very good afternoon. Getting my words mixed up here. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Mike said he will do an ILS fix for next week. Oh, great. So I didn't realize there was actually an issue with the ILS. I've not had any issues myself. But yeah, glad to see he's getting that sorted for everybody. There is also, yeah, I mean, there is an update coming for Stockholm by Marcus, and I think that's going to have a few other things, including a new GSX profile. Which, fun fact, guys, if you don't want to wait for the update, you can go to flightsim.to, search for ESSA, the account code for Stockholm Arlanda, and you can actually find the GSX profile on there already on flightsim.to, the one that will be included with the update. So that is on there. And it's actually by, I'll just bring it up here real quick because there's a specific user that's made it, and they are called well, it's the only one there for the Orbex version, but the person who's made it is called Purple, I think it's supposed to be, but with a V. So yeah, the username's called Purple with a V. So yeah, that's the one if you guys are interested in picking that up before the update drops. ATC Sweden is so calm. Indeed, I agree. They're great. There's great controllers. I absolutely love it. Froster, welcome to the chat. Good afternoon. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Roy, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. MPS got a 9.62 at Newsky. Very good, my friend. Very nicely done. Congratulations. From Canaries to Manchester. Very good. Nice. I bet you got a good balance for that one as well. But 9.62 is still good. I wouldn't worry about the landing too much. Oh, you're all aviation. Oh, very good. Well, thank you very much for letting me know. Welcome to the chat, dude. Welcome. Right then, guys. Let's get rolling with the flight then today, shall we? So, we'll have a look. Currently here, sat on the stand here at Stockholm. We are just sat inside the passenger terminal here, keeping out of the rain currently. But with the magic of flight sim, let's teleport over to our aircraft here. Boom. And we'll sit in the back here and just do our OFP briefing. Fantastic cabin in here, I do have to say. It is very, very nice. The Highline is looking very good as well. I've not had a chance to check it out in sim yet, but I have seen videos. Right, so just before we go any further, quick shout out to the Gold and Platinum members on the channel. So thank you guys for your continued support. We've got Ramsey, Marinahali, Bamaran, MPS Gaming, Soren, Matrasso, Quizzy, James, Manacle, Leon, Roy, the commentator, Andy Ivy, Notty, and Schutz. Thank you so much, my friends. And of course, big shout outs to the silver members on the channel as well. Alrighty, and just one small little point as well. Soren, I can see you here in the chat, so I'm going to answer this for you now. I know you posted it on a comment before regarding GSX, the sounds that the woman, the voice in your ear, basically. So what you need to do is just bring up the GSX menu, like this, go to GSX settings. That'll bring up this window. And then what you need to do is turn down the volume here. Actually, yes, that's the one, yeah. So basically just turn down the volume here, but you can also do this. What I do is I put this from display all messages to only display important messages, and that pretty much stops the GSX woman from saying anything really. You can turn it all the way down as well if you want to, which I think I'm actually going to do, to be honest with you. So we'll do that, and that's how you do that one, Soren, in case you'd not managed to resolve that yet. Also, guys, I think I mentioned in one of the previous streams when I got a new mouse, actually, the Logitech G Pro wireless, and I wasn't too keen on the shape of it, so I've actually got a different mouse now. I've got the Razer Death Adder Pro V3. Now, this is a beautiful mouse, chat. It's so nice. It is very, very nice mouse. It feels great. It's so light. And the shape of it is perfect for my hands anyway. I've got quite sort of medium to large size hands, so it's perfect for me, and I like to, you know, have a nice palm grip on the mouse. So yeah, very, very pleased with this one. Very, very nice mouse, I have to say. It's expensive, but you can feel the work that's gone into this. It really is a fantastic mouse. Right, okay, so let's do our OFP briefing. We'll jump into the fuzzpad. Dan86, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Right, so let's have a look. Today we're going to be fuzzair 109. We're going from Arlanda to Turku. We're in the AT76 with the Quebec reg. Call sign's going to be fuzzy 109 with a target off blocks time of 15:05. So we do need to get our skates on here. And 16 and 18 is the target on blocks time there at Turku. Covering only 173 miles today with a takeoff weight of 20.7 tons with an alternate of EFVA. I believe that's Vasa Airport in Finland. We can expect a slight tailwind today, 10 knots, and cruising flight level is 170. And then for you guys in the chat as well, just while we're talking about cruising altitudes, etc., is I'm going to start posting the ICAO flight plan, or at least a section of it, in the chat as a pinned message. So if you guys want to fly along, then that is that. Now, I'm posting the ICAO flight plan because if you guys, I don't know if many of you guys know how to read these. You know, I had to learn fairly recently, but it does contain a lot more information than just posting the normal route. So I thought it might be more useful to you as chat. So if I just bring it up here on screen, you can see we've got ICAO flight plan. We've got ESSA 1505, that's target off box time. November 0274, which is the cruising speed we're expecting to fly. F170 is the cruising altitude. And then you've got the normal routes there with the SIDS and stars. And then at the end there, you've got EFTU. And then another time, which is the expected time in the air, which is 35 minutes. And then the alternate airport there as well. So I thought that might be useful for you guys. If you want to fly along, it just gives you a little bit more information there. Roy says, which brand was the mouse? Didn't catch that. It is the Razer Death Adder V3 Pro. Alrighty. So, continuing on with the briefing, trip time 45 minutes and the alternate time 43 minutes. Block fuel is going to be 1807 kilograms. Expecting 19 left here at Arlanda, which I have checked the ATIS. It is 19 left in use with the Tovri 4 Echo departure. And then into Turku on the Otkill 3 Charlie. 26 is the expected runway there. 68 passengers on board, so full on passengers, and 709 kilograms of cargo. Weather actually does look, well, there's nothing significant here to make note of, but the weather at Arlanda at the moment, it is a little bit marginal. We'll bring it up in the top left here to get a more recent weather reading, because that is a bit of an old one now. So we've got winds 2808 knots, that's fine, but we do have visibility of 7,000 meters. Light rain, broken clouds, 700 feet. Temperature and dew point are the same at 14 degrees, and we can expect temporarily lower visibility of 4,000 meters with showers of rain and some CBs in the scatter cloud layer at 4,000 feet. So yeah, pretty marginal weather here regarding visibility, but definitely still within our capabilities. And as you can see here, the ATIS runway 19 left in use there. For the runways, we've got information hotel or low. Yeah, let's just take that down. We've got hotel and 998 and 19 left. Good. Okay. So we've got some notes about the taxiways closed as well, which we'll bear in mind when we're doing our taxi briefing. So that's it really. We'll have a quick look at the routing real quick. So initially to the south, and then up over the sea to the northeast, and then around to the east of Turku, and then facing in from to the west. We do have some significant weather on the charts though. So we've got moderate icing expected up to flight level 170 in sort of this upper, actually, which is this referring to? So this is this is this, and then this. Not sure where that's referring to, probably in this area here. So for the whole flight really, we can expect potential for some moderate icing on the climb out essentially. So something to be aware of. And we've got some isolated embedded CBs up to flight level 350 as well here in the eastern part of our routing. Okie dokes. So that's the OFP brief. Let's jump in and get set up. We've only got about 20 minutes to target off box time here. Turn the music down so we can hear the sound here in the ATR. It has been a while since I've had the chance to jump in this thing. Right, let's jump in. Okay, so here we are. It is a bit dark in here though, so let's get a dome light on. Does that work yet? It doesn't seem to do anything, does it? Unless we need AC power. AC wild to do that. No, that doesn't do anything, does it? Oh well. You'll notice the AC wild power has powered the hydraulics there, so we do have the prop brake ready. They have actually fixed the prop brake so that the aircraft doesn't have hydraulic power when you first turn it on. So if you don't turn on the AC wild, you would have to push this this hydraulic auxiliary pump. But I've just turned that on, so we might as well leave it on now. I think we've got to use this one, don't we? No? Okay. I mean, we've got that, but that is so bright. Ah! Okay, well, I guess that's probably our lot regarding lighting then. Okay, so let's get set up then, because, like I say, not the most amount of time in the world here today. So let's go to the payload page. You can actually load it through this now. So we'll request a refueling.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Wait, what? Why did she just read that out? But it didn't read out the catering. Odd. Right, okay, so let's go to flight plan. We'll import it. So that's lovely. Oh, set flight plan. I didn't mean to click that, but I've just put the flight plan into the FMS, which I'll take it. That's fine. It's going to save us a few clicks. And we'll also set the payload. We won't set...
Catering vehicles are on their way.
Wait, what? Why is it... I literally just turned that off. You guys saw me do that. What in the world? Okay, maybe that's bugged. Maybe we need to have it on like that. Something like that, maybe. Alrighty. So, set payload. Did I click that? Let's click it now. There we go. And then we'll set fuel once the refueler arrives, which he is just doing.
Fuel truck is in position.
Right. Click that. Does it actually work now? The refueling. Can't see the digits going up on his screen. So I'm not sure if that's working or not, but... Interesting. Oh yeah, I know why. It's because the amount of fuel loaded is less than what is actually on board currently, so that's why it's not worked. I don't need to use this, do I? I can come here and just click set fuel. Yeah, he's going now. That's fine. No worries. It's a little bit buggy. I think the catering has just been and gone as well. Alright, cool. So that's all that. Good stuff. Set the trim as well while we're here. Okay, good. We'll just jump overhead, make sure everything is as it should be. All looking good there. We'll get the prop brake on. Turn on the wing lights. Seatbelt signs can come on as well. And so can the fuel pumps come on. Good. Alright, so we'll just go for... Now, I've forgotten all the click spots here, unfortunately, so let's just bring that up as well. Clear. Procedure menu, that's what I want. Okay. We'll clear that. Go back to procedure menu. Alrighty, cool. So we'll set the current altimeter, which is 998. That's good. And, whoa. Oh my god. What the heck? Okay, cool. Start the boarding.
Boarding requested.
I don't know why that woman keeps coming on. Looks like these are set properly by default now, which is love to see. Which you love to see. Okay, good. So the overhead is done. It's all looking good. We'll get these guys on as well.
Do you want a board crew?
I don't know why this woman keeps coming on. Okay, good. So let's jump into here then. And we'll go back to FMS2 and init. Pos init, we don't need to do, that's fine. Perf init, sorry, I've forgotten the order. It's nav data next, that's all looking good. And then units are all good as well. The weights, we can bring that in from what we've got loaded. We'll bring in the fuel that we've got on board loaded in there as well. So that's good. And then the reserve fuel is going to be 907. So that's set. And perf init, we're going to cruise at flight level 170. Which doesn't work, so I'll put 17,000. That's good. And then our alternate EFBA. And we're going to be cruising, if we need to divert, at flight level 220, which is very, very high for this aircraft, but stick it in. Good. And then the flight plan is already in there. So let's just make sure that's all coming correctly, because it might not necessarily have done it perfect. So let's see. We've got from Stockholm direct to Ricum, which is incorrect. Okay. So let's just go cancel flight plan. Oh, it's frozen. No, it hasn't. Why won't it let me execute? There we go. Okay. What has happened here? Flight plan's still here though, so okay, no, the flight plan's not still there. Alright. Very confusing, but nevertheless, let's go back to flight plan init. And we'll start again because, like we said, it doesn't appear to import correctly. It missed out the first airway, basically. So, fuzzy 109. Let's see if the SimBrief profile has fixed the passengers. Are they walking out from the terminal? Or are they... They are walking out from the terminal in the rain. Poor people. Right, so... we're going to go from ESSA to EFTU. Good. And then we'll go... I can't remember if there's a specific order you need to do this in because of some weird bug, but let's just try it the normal way. We're going to expect 19er left here. It's there. I thought it wasn't showing for a second. Tovry 4 Echo. Sorry, I'm just adjusting to the layout of this FMS. It's been a while. So that... We'll have a check against the chart. It's 19er left. It's SA551. 600 or above. SA552. 1,500 or above. 205 knots. Which we can put in there as well. Actually, that's not how you do it in here, is it? You go here. Oh, it's got the speed constraint in there. That's fine. Okay, good. And then from Tovry, we're going to take an airway. It's going to be November 851. And then we're going to take that to Rickham. On the last page. And we're going to take from Rickham, we're going to go direct to Otkill. So return. Tovry November 851. Doesn't have Rickham in there for some reason. Just selected that though, haven't we, chat? Wait a minute. On the secondary here now. Not sure if I'm doing something wrong here or if it's... So we've got a flight plan in it. Secondary. I've been putting that into the secondary for some reason. Let's just execute that anyway. I'm sure I didn't go to... I'm sure I didn't click secondary in it though. I went on this flight plan in it. Route. And it's there. Secondary. Okay, so we're now on the one we want. So EFTU. Okay. Yes, this is correct. Okay. Right. Excuse me, chat. I completely missed the fact that we were on the secondary there. That's my bad. Right, so we've checked all that. That's all good. And then from Tovry, we're going to go 851 to Rickham, which we know is on the last page. And from there... It doesn't show Rickham here, but I assume Rickham is there. It's just some weird glitch regarding the airways. So we're going to go to Otkill from there. So I'll stick that there. And we're going to do the RNAV 26 on the Otkill 3 Charlie arrival with a transition of Itzug. Good. Right, so we'll execute that and we'll make sure that's all in correctly. So Rickham, Otkill. Okay, that's all good. We don't need that disco. We'll execute that. Good. Right, let's see how that looks. Looks like the passengers are nearly boarded here. We forgot to start the engine in hotel mode, so let's do that now as well real quick. Great, I can go to standby as well. It's fine. Good. Right, let's see if my LVARs still work. They do. Good. Just need to press the starter here. It's amazing how quickly you forget this stuff when you're not doing it regularly. Start the fuel flow there. Job. Okay. Good. So, why is this one yellow? Okay. There's some weird syncing issues between these two flight plans. I'm not sure if that's by design, actually, to be fair. It might be. But, right. At least we know the secondary somewhat works as well, which is nice to see. Good. Alrighty. So, we'll go VNAV. Not sure if this page is fully implemented. I don't think it is it? Can't remember. I don't think it is. And then our takeoff speeds are in there as well. Transition altitude is 5,000 here. That is all set. Good. So we'll do final cockpit preparation checklist. Parking brake is set. Altimeters are set and cross-checked. Landing elevation is in auto. FMS com nav. We've not really done that yet, but we'll going to be doing an nav departure, so we don't need to set any comms. Sorry, nav radios, but we will set our active frequency to 1228. So that's set. Fuel quantity, fuel on board is checked. Fuel used. Should have done that before we start Start the engine, but never mind. Memo panel is checked. Power management is in takeoff, so hopefully there's no bugs with this guy. Procedure completed. Good. Right, we can get our clearance now. So we'll speak to delivery on 121825. I can't remember what way I was. I think it was like this.
Ligarian 9-4 Charlie, your startup time is in 4 minutes. Call me back.
Oh, looks like there's a bit of a delay. Turn up some of the lighting as well here.
Eurocharter 2409er Heavy Stand 115. We have India on board and requesting IFR clearance to Sofia.
Okay, just repeat your call sign, please.
Eurocharter 2409er Heavy.
Eurocharter 2409er Heavy, clearance delivery, good evening. Clearance to Sofia, the Trusa 5 Golf departure, altitude 5.
Oh, we've got a fuzzair with us, love to see it.
4432.
Could you repeat the departure one more time for 2409er?
It's the Trusa 5 Golf departure, Tango Romeo Sierra 5 Golf departure, runway 19 right.
Tango Romeo Sierra 5 Golf departure out of runway 19 right. Initial time 5000, squawk 4432, Eurocharter 2409er Heavy.
Good.
2409er, readback is correct. Report ready
Starts
on
to
this
go off.
frequency. Expected startup time 1525.
We'll call an expected start time 1525 to 409er Heavy. Thank you.
Arlanda delivery, very good afternoon. Fuzzy 109, stand 58, type AT76. We've got hotel QNH 998 requesting clearance to Turku.
Fuzzy 109er, clearance delivery, good evening. Stand by for clearance, you're number 1.
Alright, let's stand by for clearance. Next frequency is going to be ground on 1217 most likely. What if these radios work properly on VATSIM yet? No, they don't appear to.
Delivery, Scandinavian 117.
Just like in the CRJ.
Assigned departure.
Oh, actually, I need to turn that volume up to receive.
117,
But I still can't transmit.
5 Golf departure, Alpha Romeo Sierra 5 Golf departure, runway 19 right.
Oh, now I can't stop receiving on that.
RS5 Golf departure, runway 19 right. Scandinavian 117, thank you.
What the hell?
87 JSX.
Wizard 87, delivery, radio 5.
That's messed up.
Thank you.
Right, well, passengers are on board anyway, so we'll get these doors closed. You can see there is still some baggage coming on.
Scandinavian 4.
We'll get this open so we can receive our final load sheet once it's done with the loading.
What's your stand number?
Stand 7, Scandinavian 407.
Scandinavian 407, contact all on the ground, 121.925.
Dave, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. I can see you, but without any markings. Is it the VMI and VATSIM? I can't remember. It's probably, possibly. It's difficult to say, actually. Yeah, it's probably the VMR and maybe the models as well. I don't know. It depends what you've got installed, but it might be the VMR, yeah. If bus flight plan twice, it goes to secondary. Yes, Dan, I did know that, but I I think I just missed the little secondary in the bottom right, and it just didn't clock that it was white writing instead of yellow for the active flight plan or not.
Romeo, what's your stand number?
Jetty Flights, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well.
Position stand 16, for Romeo.
Ligurian 904 Romeo.
Best days we have normal summer here in Sweden, rain, sunshine, and more rain. Yeah, it sounds like a British summer, to be honest. 27 departures, 48 arrivals. Crikey.
Delivery, god kväll på dig. Castle 788 information.
Did any of you try IVAO? Yes, I actually started doing my online ATC on IVAO.
Say call sign again.
It's good, yeah. I mean, it's just the same as VATSIM. It's just got a slightly different client, and it also comes with proprietary model matching, so you can't use third-party model matching for it. But yeah, I mean, IVAO is great. It's just a bit quieter in general than VATSIM, but it is good. Yeah, I started on it, like I say. Ryanair on the taxi out there, very nice. How come I can't clear these messages now? It's because I'm pressing manual delete. I don't need to do that.
Ready for push and start.
Right. Sorry, just reacquainting myself with the click spots. We can also arm a few modes for departure, so we'll arm nav. We'll arm IAS and VNav as well. Set the runway heading 183. Animation on that knob's interesting. I don't know if that's like the real aircraft or not.
So everyone on the frequency, sorry for the delay. First one is a Fuzzy 109er. Are you ready to copy your clearance?
Fuzzy 109 ready to copy.
Fuzzy 109, sorry about the delay. Clearance Turku, 3,000 feet. After departure, fly heading 190, vectors to Tovri, squawk 5302.
No problem at all. Cleared to Turku. Initial climb 3,000 feet. Heading 190. Vectors to Tovri. Squawk 5302. Fuzzy 109.
Fuzzy 109. Read back correct. What is your estimated departure time?
We were planning to leave more or less straight away. We're actually running a bit behind today, so as soon as possible.
Okay, Fuzzy 109, you can contact ground 121.7.
Ground 121.7, Fuzzy 109, thank you.
4505, request for Bergen stop out, number 3.
Lovely.
Aeroflot 2505, contact, let's see. Aeroflot 2505, contact ground 121.925, bye-bye.
Let's go to ground then. This is probably a self-maneuvering stand, right? Just the way it's parked. Close the cargo door. Bring on the tail prop. Close the main door. We'll get the wheel chocks out of the way. Get the external power off.
For Romeo, contact ground north on 121.925. 121.925.
You need to stop engines to request ground services.
Alpine 3 Mike Quebec, hello, holding short to the hotel.
Alpine 3.
Oh, no, I don't want that. I thought we already had a GPU connected. The hell? We did.
Senior taxi stand 68 Alpine 3 Mike Quebec.
Sweden Control, good evening, Lufthansa 47 Golf, passing flight level 138 for 180.
Wrong frequency.
Oh, sorry.
Right, yeah, so we are on a self-maneuvering stand, I believe. So we're going to just start up on stand here, but we'll request startup, of course. Good, okay, let's just clear that guy. And I feel like I'm missing something. Let's do the departure briefing real quick.
Air Wings 1 Alpha Romeo.
Okay, so we're here at Stockholm, Arlanda. This is a 10-9. Let's have a look at the taxi initially. We're departing runway 19 left over here. So we'll probably expect to taxi down Bravo Charlie and then possibly a left turn onto Zulu, I would imagine. And then we'll possibly take Zulu down here. Then a left on to Delta. So it'll be Zulu Delta. And then a right turn, Uniform Charlie. And then Echo Alpha. And we'll follow that round to 19 left. So Echo Alpha. Actually, this will be going on to Uniform, won't it? So Zulu Delta, Uniform Charlie, Uniform, and then through Echo Alpha here, and then onto Uniform, following Uniform up like this, and then probably a Whiskey, and then 19 left. So that's probably going to be a taxi out. The departure we're flying is a Tovry 4 Echo departure. Actually, no, we're not. We've been cleared something else. So initially, we're going to climb 3,000 feet. And then we're going to go on a heading of 190, which is just sort of off this way here. Then we're going to get vectored around to Tovry. Transition altitude is 5,000 feet. And that is that. Probably did that because we are a slower aircraft than a lot of the jet aircraft that are departing here today. Good. Right, so that's the departure briefing. The weather is, like I said, a bit wet and rainy and reduced visibility, so just need to be a bit more...
the 109 are on frequency.
Just need to be a bit more vigilant regarding the taxi. Fuzzy 109, yes, we are here. And we're stand 58, request startup.
Fuzzy 109, startup approved.
Startup approved, Fuzzy 109. Right, good. Okay. So that is everything covered. Let's go for the before propeller rotation checklist. So CDLS is on FMS takeoff data. Confirm that. Trims are set. In fact, what we'll do is we'll just set a little bit of aileron trim to the left. Like that. That's good. Tail prop is on board. Doors are closed. Seatbelts are on. Beacon light will turn on now. And that is before propeller rotation checklist complete. Hopefully GSX didn't bring us the GPU. Let's just get rid of that. Good. And we'll do self-maneuvering here. So we'll remove the wheel chocks as well. So we'll release spot brake. Beacon light should have gone on first, but there we go. NP's not rising. Hello? What have I missed? Chats. I don't think I've missed anything. It says the prop brake's still engaged. Maybe it's the hydraulics. I just thought because I had the AC wild on. No. Hello?
eftermiddag, Finnair 1 Alfa Zulu, Zulu Hotel.
Finnair 8 Alpha Zulu, ground hello, taxi to stand 66.
Stand 66, Finnair 8 Alfa Zulu.
What? What happens when I push this? Nothing. Interesting. Right, let's put the ground power back on and see if we can disconnect the prop brake that way. There we go, prop brake ready now. Ha! Not sure why that hydraulic, the auxiliary hydraulics is not working. There we go, that's worked. Very strange, shouldn't really have to do that. But nevertheless, there we go, MP 12.7 will go to auto now. Single channel. Low pitch. There we go. Good. Yeah, that shouldn't have taken us that long, but hey ho, maybe that's a bug. Good. Alrighty. Go for start number 2. Start the fuel flow there. MP's rising. I'll catch up with your chat messages once we get underway, chat. MP stable. Still very quiet sounds, I feel. But, hey ho.
Ground, god eftermiddag, scanner in...
Good. Right, we'll set flap 15. Get the starter off.
Hello, taxi to stand 5.
We'll leave the wing light on actually because it's quite dull here. And we've also got the logo light on as well.
Via whiskey,
Good. Right. So before taxi, checklist. Flight warning system recall. Recall is down here. Recall is checked. Cockpit comm hatch. Did I close that? I did not. Good thing it's on the checklist. Condition leave 1 or 2 auto anti-icing is not required. TRU is not where it is on and checked. Anti-skid test is performed. Flaps 15. Nose wheel steering is on. 4 tax check is complete. Right, good. We're good to go, chat. Fuzzy 109, stand 58. Sorry for the delay. Request taxi.
Fuzzy 109, taxi to only point runway 19 right.
Taxi holding point, just confirming that's 19 right. Fuzzy 109.
Hey, sir.
Okay, taxi holding point 19 right. Fuzzy 109. Okay, so totally different runway than what we were expecting, so we'll adjust that once we are underway here. So let's just get underway because I know he's expedited our departure time here kindly for us. So we'll release the parking brake. We'll get the taxi lights on. Oh, I've not started the flight on Newsky, have I? God damn. Right, there we go. Right, so taxi checklist, taxi and takeoff lights are on, brakes are checked, FMA is set and checked, takeoff config test we'll do while we are taxiing. Alright, let's go. So our altitude we want initially is 3,000.
good evening. Eurocharter 2409er Heavy stand 115. We are ready for push and start.
Takeoff calling, repeat call, sign only.
Eurocharter 2409er.
So,
Eurocharter 2409er, Arlanda ground route, push and start approved.
Push and start approved, 2409er.
so we're going left here, and then second right, and then all the way down to the holding point. So super straightforward taxi. Not going to rebrief it because kind of want to get on the way here, chat. So, oh, we've stopped. Ground friction when it's raining in Microsoft Flight Simulator is so odd sometimes.
Arlanda ground, after that, scan 45 for taxiing on Whiskey.
Scan Raven 44 Alpha, Arlanda ground route, taxi to stand 4 via North on Whiskey.
Stand 4, North on Whiskey, scan 455.
Takeoff config test. Takeoff config is okay.
Golf, contact the ground 1.925.
Sure what happened with our rudder there.
Ground 1.925, scan 45 Golf, taking ahead.
So rainy, chats. The wipers working this? No. I'll have them on for effects though. Why not? Right, so taxi takeoff config test. Taxi checklist is complete. And before takeoff, so takeoff briefing is complete. Gus Lock will take off now as well. Flight controls. Now we've already checked the rudder just a second ago. Transponder TCAS. Do that on this side. Transponder's on. And the CCAS is in auto. So that's all good there. Boost is not required. Airflow is normal.
Scandinavian 4 for Alpha, contact ground 1.925.
Below the line, cabin crew advised engine bleeds. We'll have them on for departure today.
Fuzzy 109, contact tower 118.5, bye-bye.
185, Fuzzy 109. Tower, very good evening, afternoon rather. Fuzzy 109, we're on Yankee for 19 right.
Still on ground.
Apologies.
Scandinavian 117, contact Stockholm approach 123.
Right, that's heading 190 set, 3,000 feet. We also need
123, 750, Scandinavian 107.
Tower, very good evening. Fuzzy 109, we're on Yankee for 19 right.
Fuzzy 109, on the tower via intersection Yankee 9er, line up, runway 19 right.
Via Yankee 9er, line up 19 right. Fuzzy 109. It's Yankee 8. Yankee 9er is immediately after it. So external lights will set. Lateral FD bar will center as we enter the runway, and rudder cam is centered. Before takeoff checklist complete. Yankee 9er is here. You have to excuse the poor taxiing here, chat. It's a little bit difficult to do all the clicking at the same time as moving my joystick. Wait. There we go. Right. Okay, we'll get the strobes on. Cleared to line up. Before takeoff checklist is complete. Now we don't actually want LNAV anymore, so we're going to go just heading holds.
Fuzzy 109er, wind to 280 degrees, 8 knots, 19 right, cleared for takeoff.
19 right, cleared for takeoff, Fuzzy 109. Alright, Fuzz Toga's in the chats. I know you don't do a toga in this aircraft, but... ground handling, it feels so strange in the rain, I won't lie. It is very odd. Alrighty, let's do it then, chat. Take off. Oh my days. Oh my god, it's so squirmy. I'm definitely going to get marked down on Newsky for this. Oh my god. Right, there we go. There's rotate. Let's get out of here, chat. Oh my god, the passengers are probably dying. Oh my days. Positive rate gear up.
Fuzzy 109er, turn left heading 120.
Left 120, Fuzzy 109.
Fuzzy 109er, contact Stockholm approach 126.650.
126650, Fuzzy 109. I need to get the AP in there, chat. It's too much. It's too much for me to do all at once. Acceleration altitude. We'll go to climb power.
Power, wind to 280 degrees, 8 knots, runway 19 left, clear to land.
1 left, good land, clear 580.
Oh, it's shot through the altitude I wanted. Okay, interesting. We'll get the flaps up here.
Stockholm approach, red nose 46 Mike, inbound Hamar. Red nose 46 Mike, Stockholm, go eftermiddag, radar contact, Juliet landing man on left. Zero wing 54 November, descend altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 9089. 4,000, zero wing 54 November.
Stockholm, very good afternoon. Fuzzy 109, we're leveling at 3,000, heading 120.
Fuzzy 109, Stockholm, hello, radar contact. Initially climb flight level 80.
Climb flight level 80, Fuzzy 109.
EC 062, descend flight level 9.
Alrighty. We go back to indicated airspeeds.
Zero wing 54 November, turn left heading 260 degrees. Left 260, ring 54 November.
Okay, we'll set standards.
Heading 020. Speedbird 780 Foxtrot, Stockholm, hello, radar contact.
Just waiting for the speed to wash off before I actually put
Reduce 210 speed,
climb power back in.
70. Turkish 631, continue present heading and on present heading, clear ILS, runway 10 left.
There we go. Right, after takeoff, landing gear is up, flaps 0 degrees, power management is climb and checked, engine bleeds are on, taxi and takeoff lights, we'll get those off now. In fact, I think they are off. They are, okay, good. I forgot landing lights, chats.
Fuzzy 109, fly direct Tilbury.
Direct Tilbury, Fuzzy 109. Taxi and takeoff lights off, altimeters are set and cross-checked. After takeoff, check this complete. Direct Tovry.
Fuzzy 109, climb flight level 100.
Climb flight level 100, Fuzzy 109. And flight level 100, blue.
November, reduce speed 190 knots. 190 knots, 6 for November.
And LNAV.
Stockholm, good day, Ryanair 4772 over Nilug, descending through 173.
Alrighty, chat.
You flew through the local
That was a bit of a painful departure there, wasn't it?
160 degrees to the left to intercept.
160 degrees to the left to 360.
Yeah, it does look quite rainy at the moment, even in the Sims. Chris, welcome though. I hope you're doing well.
Juliet landing 1 on the left.
We have Juliet 19 left, 4772.
Viking 1749, reduce speed 230 knots.
Speed 230 knots.
Yeah, it's still got some strange LNAV behaviour here as well.
Reduce speed 230 knots.
230 knots, get Navy 1745.
Yo!
1745, descend.
Yo, Soren, thank you so much, my friend. You're too generous. Coming in with the 200 Danish kroner. Thank you very much. No worries. Don't have to worry. Don't have to worry about being late there, my dude.
Correction, flight level 110.
We did cover your question you had on my
631. Are you going to be able to
last stream. You asked about how to reduce the GSX volume. We covered that a little bit earlier on for you. So if you want to go back to somewhere in the start of the stream, you can check that out. It was one of the first things I covered before I did the OFP brief.
When I left, ring for November.
Turkish 631, approach clearance cancel, turn left heading 055 degrees, climb altitude 5,000 feet.
050 degrees and climb to 5,000 feet, 360.
Okay then, chat, off we go. Yeah, a bit of a shaky takeoff there, literally.
Heading correction, heading at 170 degrees.
Right, heading 170, speed rate 780 Fox.
But, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, yeah.
Viking 1749 at descent flight level 80.
Descent 80, Viking 1749.
EC 062, reduce speed 220 knots.
220 knots.
Thank you so much for that, Soren. Let's see. Edward Pilot is the approach controller. Oh, very good. Amazing. Yes, I am aware. He's a Twitch streamer, isn't he? Very good, Bosnian dude. Is that who we're speaking to at the moment?
500 feet, flying 5,000 feet correction.
We are, yes. We are. 126650.
Stockholm, hello, radar contact. Initially climb flight level 60. Correction.
What a dude. Love to see it. Go check him out on Twitch, guys. Edward Pilot's over there.
You're doing 54 November, present heading clear ILS.
What a dude.
1 on the left.
Extra 6 bags for the passengers. Yes, they will definitely need them after that takeoff. That was so squirmy. It was just absolutely unreal.
Seabird 780 Foxtrot, send altitude 2,500 feet, present heading clear ILS 1 on the left.
You never seen Arlanda so busy before. Amazing, dude. Amazing. Well, it's the Stockholm Overload event today, so love to see it.
Descend altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 989 and contact.
Jetty just likes the model. Fair enough, dude. Yeah, it is a nice model. I have to say the texturing and the model is very nicely done.
Not complete EC062.
EC062.
1,000 to go.
Please pay attention on frequency when you're in the TMA. Descend altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 9.
We'll go VS 500s.
Direct, frequency 120.5, call sign only.
feet to QNH 09 and direct 120.5 EC062.
You're wing 54 November, contact.
Why do white lines appear around the PFD when you look around with the camera? That is a bug that was introduced with the recent update, I believe. You see the view from the outside. There she is. It is a beautiful aircraft, isn't it, the ATR? I do like it.
Viking 1749er, fly heading 360 degrees, descend altitude 2,005, correction, altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 989er.
Altitude 360 degrees, then 5,000 feet, and 989 for the QNH, Viking 1749er.
Scandinavian 1, correction, Qatari 26 kilo, descend.
We may get kept at this altitude here because he did say he was sort of a little bit hesitant to clear us higher initially. Alt star.
Scandinavian 79 Echo, Stockholm, hello, radar contact, kilo, running 1 by 1 on left, break, Viking 1749, call final, frequency 120.5, call on loading.
That's the final 120, that's 15, cool, fine. I'll be back in 174 now.
Turkish 631, so left heading 320 degrees.
West 320.
That's great. Yeah, absolutely. That's so kind of you to offer that, Matt. Amazing. Yeah, definitely do that, Dan. Definitely try it.
Blue scan 846, Stockholm, hello, radar contact, information, kilo, landing 1 on left.
Most controls are pretty chill if you do some errors. Maybe don't go at events. Not too much experience. Yes, that's solid advice there, Matt. Solid. Yeah. Most controllers are perfectly, you know, patient with you, especially if you put like new pilot or something like that in your remarks section. Most controllers are absolutely fine. And yeah, I wouldn't recommend doing events, like I say, if you're not super confident, because the controllers don't have too much time there to repeat themselves, etc.
Fuzzy 109, clamp flight level 120 and contact Sweden control 6118.4, bye-bye.
Flight 120, 1184, Fuzzy 109, thank you, bye.
Seabird 780 Foxtrot.
Alrighty, let's go back to IAS.
Seabird 780 Foxtrot. Seabird 780 Foxtrot, continue post, contact tower 118.5, bye-bye.
Right, and that's flight level 100, so we'll get the landing lights off. Seatbelt signs can come off now as well. And we'll get the logo and wing lights off also.
And descend altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 989er.
Descend 5,000, QNH 989er, left heading 360, and which speed do you want us to be? 26 kil?
Sorry, 26 kil.
Descend flight level 110, on conversion, speed 270 knots.
Elect to Papa, arrival 19 left, and clear to 110 and 270 on the distance, Lufthansa 2418.
Sweden, very good afternoon. Fuzzy 109, passing flight level 110 for flight level 120. Inbound Rickham.
Fuzzy 109, Sweden Island 5, land to flight level 170.
Climb 170, Fuzzy 109. Alright, that's our cruising altitude.
And at 7596 and hello
180.
runway 21 you, wind 220.
Lovely stuff.
19 knots, temp 19er.
We don't need to tune anything for the approach because we're going to attempt to do the RMP, which is an Arlanda based approach.
Correction. Cleared on the Rogmi to Lima departure. Flight level 9.
Lovely, chats.
0205.
Runway 21, QNH 992.
Adam, welcome to the chat. Lisa to Innsbruck, very nice. How is it? How was it? A350 looking good. I didn't actually catch that, unfortunately, but yeah, I will make sure I try and watch that before next stream so we can have a bit of a chat about it.
Get on 137 for an identify the climb to level 280.
Climb 280, 137.
Lufthansa 2418, speed 250.
Speed 250, Lufthansa 2418.
Runway 22 X-ray, walk 5322.
I'm wondering if IVO is not strict or not for pilots. Yeah, so IVO I did find it is a little bit more relaxed than VATSIM. It is a little bit more relaxed. That's why I started on IVAO, to be honest with you. Because I did hear that it was a bit more relaxed. So, yeah, definitely worth a try. Obviously, they still like to do things properly, but because it's less busy overall, you know, everybody's got more time for you there. Matt's doing LAPE to Dublin. Very nice. Where's LAPE again? Is that Bologna? Yeah, going good. Thank you, Matt. Thank you very much for asking. How are you doing? Abdul, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. The chat's not super delayed, by the way. I'm just going back through the old messages, but welcome. Hope you're doing well. Glad to have you here. Hope you are having a fantastic Sunday. Welcome to the stream.
Sweden control, go up and Ligurian 37, bravo.
Ligurian 37, hello,
can you look outside the plane? We did that. I already did that in response to your previous message, Jetty, but there you go.
Already 110 and cleared the Niluk to Papa for 1.
White lines appear, so you know you can pop that window out. Oh, really? Right. So that's intentional then. That's gross. Why doesn't it appear when you put the mouse over it then? Why does it just appear when you sometimes switch cameras? So odd that. Such a strange implementation. Just says I thought Scandinavian headquarters was Copenhagen, but now I realise it's Stockholm. Oh, very good. I didn't actually know that as well, to be fair. Klukui, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Dead STK, welcome. 1213, fuzzy 109. Helsinki Control, very good afternoon. Fuzzy 109, we're passing flight level 144 for flight level 170. Inbound Rickham.
Fuzzy 109, Helsinki, radar contact, expect runway 26.
Expect runway 26. Could we also request the RNP approach for that runway? Fuzzy 109.
Fuzzy 109, no problem, expect RNP approach, runway 26.
Thank you. Expecting RP 26 Fuzzy 109. Good. Right. Lovely chat. That's what we wanted. Mariner, good evening, my friends. Hope you're doing well. Dead STK, good evening. Well, good. I'm so used to my streams being in the evening. Good afternoon, should I say? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Mariner. Hope you're doing well. Can I do the FPS counter? I can, Hakon, yes. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. There it is. Bottom right of the screen. Have you so relaxed you don't talk to anyone? I suppose it depends where you're flying, doesn't it?
7 Alpha Mike via Robo and RP approach.
Matt's learning how to use a PMDG. Oh, very nice, my friend. Very nice. If you need any help with anything, please do feel free to hit me up on the Discord. But I'm sure you'll crack it, mate. It's absolutely fantastic aircraft. You rest plus and the screen should pop out. Yeah, well, what is it? It's right alt, isn't it? Like that. And it pops out. Absolutely kills the sim frame rate, but yeah, I mean that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. It's just I just don't get it. Like if you watch, let's see what's happening here. Let's see if I can replicate it. Yeah, it's not doing it now, you see. So strange. JustFlight says, love the Headwind 339. Very good. Very nice. I've not flown that yet, but yeah, glad to hear. I've heard a lot of people in the chat enjoying that. Yo! Soren, my guy. Dude, you're too generous. Thank you so much, my friends. That's another 200 Danish kroner super chat from Soren. Thank you very much, my friends. That is super generous of you. Is there a stream tomorrow? There isn't one tomorrow, no. I don't usually do Mondays, but it's going to be Tuesday for the next stream. But on Monday tomorrow, I will plan all the streams and I'll post up the schedule for the coming week. So you can obviously see that on any of my socials and on the Discord as well. But thank you so much, Soren. That's super generous of you. Thank you, my friends. Hakon says he's 1440 much better than 1080 on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yes, it's a lot better. Yeah, I really like 1440p compared to 1080. It's a big enough difference to warrant it, but the performance decrease is not, you know, it's not as drastic as 4K as one might expect. Like, for example, I mean, I haven't changed the hardware in my computer for a while, But I have changed my monitors. Like, for example, I went from 1080p to 1440p, and I didn't see any performance decrease at all. But that's probably due to my hardware being too much for 1080p. But I'm just to make the point that the performance decrease is obviously, you know, quite a bit more benign than going to 4K, for example. And I really like it. I think 1440p is really the sweet spot for a lot of you know, PC games and things like that. Like, for example, I've just upgraded my main monitor to 1440p. And before I would usually play like competitive titles that I play, like Rocket League and Hunt Showdown at 1080p because I had a higher refresh rate 1080p. But I've recently upgraded to a higher refresh rate 1440p monitor, and playing those games now in 1440p, it just looks really, really nice. It's super nice.
Medic Flight 5, PRS available.
Medic Flight 5, go ahead.
Medic Flight 5, you are...
It does the same thing for you, Matt. Yeah, I think it's a bug they recently introduced, to be honest with you, in the most recent update. Did I see the pictures you took of JFK Ini builds yesterday? I don't think I did, actually. Are they on the Discord, on the screenshot section?
Runway 03, after departure, direct C1.
Craig says, I only know the A320. Would you ever consider a how to fly the ATR stream tutorial just landing at Ibiza? Yeah, well, I wouldn't probably do a tutorial for the ATR, but we have done a bunch of streams where we went through it in quite a lot of detail. But that being said, there are some great tutorials for the ATR on YouTube. Like, for example, 737NG Pilot did one. There's some official tutorials by Microsoft as well, which I used, which I have used, so worth checking those out as well. So there are a lot of good tutorials for the ATR on YouTube already. So I'm not planning on doing one. But, you know, maybe in the future, next time we fly the ATR, which might be quite a while, to be quite honest with you. I'm not that impressed with how it's performed today so far, but maybe when we do another ATR stream in the future, we can talk through it in a bit more detail if you're here, Craig. Oh, look at that. The propellers stopped spinning. How bizarre. How bizarre. Depends if your hardware can handle 4K. Yeah, exactly. That's a very big consideration. Indeed, indeed. Are we going back? We're not, Chris. No, not today. Unfortunately, I don't have time to do a return leg. Just the outbound today. I flew from Copenhagen to Singapore in 339. Very nice. Very nice, Jetty. Very good. Very good. And oh, another point as well I'll make, Craig, is about learning the ATR is if you're used to the A320, you'll feel right at home in the ATR, to be honest with you, because it does use quite a lot of the same sort of philosophy as an Airbus. Like, for example, you've got the detents in the throttle, or the power levers, should I say. You've got the lights out approach above, so you want to make sure you've got no white lights on above when you're starting up. And yeah, I mean, there's quite a lot of similarities. Obviously, there's quite a bit different as well, being a turboprop, but you'd be surprised, I think, how comfortable you feel coming from an Airbus into a ATR. It took the whole day. I'm not surprised, Jetty, my friend. I'm not surprised. Hakon's got a 3080 and an i9. Yeah, I think you'll be fine with 1440p then, 100%. In fact, I think 1440p would probably be the sweet spot for your setup, I would imagine. I mean, I personally wouldn't go 4K with a 3080 because I prefer slightly higher frame rates, but I suppose it depends what you like.
Positive 109, then Otkill 3 Charlie arrival, runway 26, when ready, descent to flight level 100.
Cleared Otkill 3 Charlie arrival, runway 26, and say again altitude for Fuzzy 109.
Fuzzy 109, when ready, descent to flight level 100, 100.
Thank you, and when ready, descend flight level 100, Fuzzy 109.
9281, radar contact, flight level 320.
Alright, so we've got a little bit of a way to go yet before we hit the top of descent, so we'll hang on for a minute. How can I go direct to a waypoint in the 737? It's exactly the same as how you would do it in a in the CRJ. If you've flown the CRJ, you basically just I mean, I can't show you how to do it in this because it's not the same aircraft, but you would line select key the waypoint that you want to go to. So for example, I would line select pivot, and then I would drop it on top of my next waypoint that I'm going to, which in this case would be Otkill, highlighted in magenta. Now in the Boeing, the next waypoint's always shown at the top here, so you would basically just line select the waypoint you want, go back to the top of your flight plan, so click the legs page again to go back to the top, and then drop it on the one left line select key here, and then press execute, and that'll do you a direct. What's the command for viewing my settings? There's only a command for viewing the graphics settings at the moment, but I'll stick that in there for you. Exclamation point graphics. Andreas, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. It's in the legs page, Matt. It's in the legs page. Oh, you already did it. Fair enough. I'm too late. Have I seen how much FPS you gain by taking the AI traffic down and ground service, etc.? I don't really use AI traffic that often, to be honest with you. I am obviously on VATSIM quite a lot, so I suppose that's a similar sort of thing. But let's just try it real quick. I'll disconnect from VATSIM for a moment. We've got 46 FPS at the moment. Disconnected from VATSIM. 54 FPS. 52. So about 6 FPS more, 7 FPS. Ground services, I don't really have much interest in removing those, but I think GSX has very minimal FPS impact. To be honest, you're probably only looking at like 1 or 2 frames there, max.
Good.
That's what you're referring to by ground services.
Arrival and direct cargo.
Chris wants a nice new display for day-to-day Mac and from a PC. 4K is great, but Microsoft Flight Sim troubles. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know how much you've got to spend, Chris, but I would recommend the monitor that I've just picked up. It's really quite nice, especially if you've got some if you've got a colorimeter to calibrate it with, which is a Gigabyte M27Q. It's quite good bang for the buck. I feel I'm quite impressed with it. Is it feasible to use a TCA Boeing with this plane? TCA only having 3 levers? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm using the Thrustmaster TCA, and I only have these 2 levers bound to it. The propeller levers here, the condition levers, should I say, you pretty much never touch them really in flight. They're always in auto, unless you really need to go to 100% override for whatever reason. And then the only other time you would really touch these is to, you know, feather the engines and do fuel shutoffs to shut down the engines. So you should be absolutely fine, honestly. I would personally prioritize binding the power levers and the flaps if you only had 3 available. NPS says I use 3 1440 LGs. Yeah, there's some very good LG monitors out there as well. Yeah. Oh, I see what you mean, Hakon. Yeah, yeah, I see what you mean. So it's traffic or data. Yeah. So I don't have live traffic turned on in the sim ever. That's turned off, and then my traffic settings are at, you know, the bare minimum basically. So I doubt I would see any improvement. But I can't really pause the sim at the moment because I'm on VATSIM, unfortunately. No worries at all. Cooking, glad I could help. Welcome to the chat nevertheless. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great weekend. Alrighty, so we are coming up to the top of... Oops.
Flight 5 with 05 runway 6 knots.
Where's my,
clear for takeoff.
there we go. Alright, let's arm VNav.
Ready Flight 5, Helsinki.
Oh, we can't arm VNav while we're in alt. Interesting. Right, well, we'll wind the selector down to flight level 100, which is what we're cleared down to. And then we'll go VNav path.
Okay, for takeoff, runway 03, ready flight 5.
Alright, so descent checklist. Recall is checked. Landing elevation is auto and FMS nav perf. We'll do that now. So approach. I don't think we've got a ATIS at Turku. We don't. Let's say it's 6,000. And the QNH. Oh, interesting weather there. 988. So that's in. So our VAP's going to be 109. So that is done. That's fine. Good. That is set and checked. MDA. We're doing the RMP 26, which we'll brief momentarily.
Right now, 90281 is ready for descent.
90281, descent to flight level 200.
Interesting. We don't have Cap B minima, which is what this aircraft would be. So we'll go for 409. Set 410 and set there. MDA is set. Arrival briefing we shall do now. Good. Right. So we're arriving into Turku, Finland. This is a 10-2 Bravo chart. This is an RNAV star. We're cleared for the OTKIL 3 Charlie. RNAV arrival for 26. Airport elevation 162 feet, and the transition level we've just roughly put in at 6,000. ATC will give descent clearance. Continuous descent by ATC if traffic permits, so that's fine. That's what we're doing. Right, so let's have a look. So we're going to come in at OTKIL, which you can see we're just approaching. Flight level 70. Then we're going to continue on to LOM2. Right turn to Pived. Right turn, continue on the same track to Tavsu. Max 240 knots, minimum 2,200 there. And then a right turn in towards Itsug, which is our initial approach fix. 2,200 minimum altitude there. And then from there, we're going to do the RMP 26. So let's have a look at this. 12-2. This is not going to be relevant for us. Final approach course is 257, and the final approach fix is either 2,000 feet. Runway is slightly lower than the airport itself, 142, and the MSA 2,200 feet. We're going to come in via Itsug, minimum altitude there, 2,200, as we said. Then we're going to go on to the final approach. Final approach track of 257 in towards Ziva, 2,000 feet there. Final approach fix, 3-degree glide path.
2,200 feet, Fenix 988.
Send 2,200 QNH 988 Fuzzy 109.
Scandinavian 550.
Wow. Cleared all the way down, chat, already.
Correction, I already get it. So yeah, when ready.
So that's flight level 22 blue.
Descent to flight level 100 when ready. Scandinavian 550.
Right, so the approach is going to be a 3-degree glide path angle, and the minima we're going to use, we'll use LPV minima, 409er. We've got a PAPI to the left of the runway, and then if we need to go around, it's 2,200 feet. Straight ahead, 2 Piges, climbing to 2,200, very simple go around. And then once we arrive, we're arriving at 26 here, so we'll vacate probably here at Charlie or Delta, and then we'll taxi on to the main terminal, which is just over here. So we'll taxi in to Terminal 1, Stand 6, I think. So that's going to be a Tango and onto the apron. Very straightforward taxi, and that is the whole approach. I'm just going to check a couple of things in the flight plan here, just make sure we're all good to go. So we'll go and check our constraints in here. So TAVSU is max 240, 2,200 or above, that's fine. ITSUG 2,200 or above. There is a hold there. Yeah, the hole is in there. Okay, interesting.
Right, 281, contact Sweden Control 118.4, bye-bye.
Sweden on 118.4 for Ryanair 99281, goodbye.
I don't want to hold there. Interesting that it put that in by default, but not the actual fix itself. So we'll put in ITSUG like that. And we'll execute. Where's the hold gone now? There's no hold there anymore. The hold's still there. So I assume it's this one here. Yeah, there we go. That's gone. So I'll execute that. Good. So, where were we? TAVSU, ITSUG, and then we've got ITSUG, we've got 2,200 there as well. So I'll stick that in. And then we've got the final approach fix, 2,000 feet there. Should be the required altitude, not or above. That's strange that they put it in like that as well. For a final approach fix. At the moment it says we're going to cross out 2,200 feet, which is not what we want really. We'll give it a minute to recalculate the vertical profile. Alrighty, coming up to flight level 100 now. We'll get the landing lights on, and the we'll leave those off as we don't want those on. Currently they're on the nose. So descent checklist is complete, and the approach checklist. We've been cleared down to 2,200, so we'll go ahead and set the altimeters to the 908. Sorry, 988 even. Good, that is set. 987 is in the sim, that's fine. There we go, I'm not sure what was going on there. Good, right. So approach checklist, seatbelt signs are on, landing lights are on, altimeters are set and cross check, cabin altitude, you can check on here. Oops, gone past it. Cabin altitude is 800 feet, which is fine. Lovely. Very nice. David, welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. Photograph Max, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday to you also. How's the ATR performing since the update? It's okay. It's still got some quirks to it. I wasn't that impressed with the takeoff behavior. It felt very, very squirmy in the rain. But, I mean, it's okay. It's not something I'm super excited to fly again, I won't lie, but it's okay. Excuse me. Wait, what? Flight fuzzpad was stuck on the ground chat. Oh my days, chat. I'm so sorry. I'm not sure. I think that's... Let me just check. Oh, so it is. Yeah. God damn it, chat. I don't have time to actually fix that now, I'm afraid. So we're just gonna have to plow through.
109 via TAVSU cleared RB approach runway 26. Report established on the final approach course.
Third approach RMP 26. Report established. Fuzzy 109.
control, beauty 69 kilo passing 110.
Yeah, so it's a fairly straightforward approach briefing, nothing too crazy. We're doing an RMP approach. Unfortunately, I don't, like I say, have time to fix that, so I do apologise for whatever's caused that, but yeah, we'll have to just shoot the approach now, I'm afraid. So I am sorry. Hopefully you guys were listening, and then you'll know the approach. Does high resolution take more CPU or GPU? It takes more GPU. Am I still using the same settings in Microsoft Flight Simulator for the graphics? I am, yes, indeed. I am indeed. I am indeed. We'll see what the A330 is like from Airsoft. Hopefully, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's on final. Hopefully, we'll see. Approach check, this is complete, by the way. And we've been kicked out of VNAV for some reason here, so let's just go back to VNAV path. Very aggressive pitch up there. ATR is not so stable as Boeing 737 or Airbus A320 on takeoff or landing at sensitive winds. Yeah, well, exactly. That makes a ton of sense, MPS Gaming, but it's... The rudder just felt so... It just felt silly, to be honest with you. I would highly doubt that the real aircraft would behave in that way. It was just ridiculous. Right, so the weather here, let's just check that real quick because I didn't brief that much. So we'll go EFTU. So the weather currently 260 at, winds 210 at 6 knots, visibility over 10 kilometers, light showers of rain, overcast 2,100, CBs in the vicinity 17 degrees, temperature 16 degrees, dew point QNH 9 at 88. So it might be a bit of a wonky landing again. Obviously, need to make sure we've got the QNH set correctly because we are doing an RMP approach, which relies on the aircraft's GPS, which also relies on the QNH being set exactly correct. Right, I'll turn down the music for the approach. Now we're going to turn on to final. I feel like it's super chill flying the ATR because it's incredibly slow on approach compared to what we're used to. So it's just nice. Approach speeds have activated on their own, which is absolutely fine. Fairly shallow. Oops, daisies. Very shallow rate of descent here. Right, let's get Sky Dolly on for recording. Right, this RMP approach should cross us at the threshold. Threshold crossing out is 49 feet. So basically 50 feet. And let's see if it's able to fly an RMP approach now. Because last time it sort of did and sort of didn't. So I'm intrigued to see if that's been fixed. It did say it's been fixed in the notes. Right, so we're inbound now. Ziva, which is our final approach fix. So let's arm approach. That should give us a vertical flight path, which it has. VFP blue, which you'd love to see. Come down on the speed a little bit and we'll bring out our first stage of flap. I'll bring out the flap in a moment. It's still early days yet. throttle is extremely sensitive in this aircraft. We'll get the power management to take off in case of a go around. It's changed the NP a little bit, but I don't think it should do actually. Vertical flight path. Okay, so that's working. That's nice. Go to flaps 15 now. Speed checked.
119.1. Bye bye.
Fuzzy 109 established on final runway 26.
Fuzzy 109, wind 21036 knots, runway 26, clear to land.
26 clear to land, Fuzzy 109. Alright, so from Zivo we've got 5.7 miles to go, which we're about to cross.
600 kilo, can we stay at
runway's in sight.
Instead of 320.
600 kilo, no problem, climb flight level 300.
Clapping 300, 600 kilometers.
Struggling a little bit to slow down here. We do have a downwards trend though. Once we drop out the final stage of flap, that should really be no problem for us to slow down, so I'm not in any rush to put them out. We're visual as well, so we don't need to be stabilized until 500 feet. Right, there we go. Flaps full. Okay, before landing checklist, cabin crew advised, landing gear down. Nearly forgot that one. Flaps are 30 degrees, power management takeoff, TLU low speed. We don't actually have TLU low speed, interesting. But we got an indication here, LO. Icing airway, not required, and external lights are on before landing checklist complete. Oh, that is already on. Good. Right. Let's do this thing, chats. What's about disconnected?
Contact, climb flight level 300.
Climb flight level 300, Finnair 5 lima off.
Got a decent bit of wind from the left here, so we've got a bit of a crosswind situation. Feels very bumpy.
Approaching minimum.
Just going to try and follow the flight director because I'm intrigued to see where it brings me to. The height above threshold. Minimum continue.
Helsing control, hyvää iltaa. Finnair 1 November climbing to flight level 20.
Finnair 1 November Helsinki, ready contact, climb flight level 320.
Flight level 320 and burgers in AFK for 20 minutes.
40, 30, 20, 10.
Finnair 1 November, I can give you 10.
Roger, AFK for 10 minutes, Finnair 1 November.
Oh, we missed our exit. God damn it. That felt okay, though. That felt quite nice in the crosswind, I have to say. Fuzzy 109 requests permission to backtrack 26 to Delta.
Fuzzy 109, roger, approved.
Thank you. Right. Let's do a backtrack because that's going to be quicker. Alright, we'll get the strobes off. Sorry, we'll get the landing lights off. Look, we've got a fuzzair colleague there. Love to see it. Very, very nice. Get the flaps up. Where the radar can come off. It's going to be the final flight of the day. Runway textures looking super nice though here, aren't they, chat? Get the gust lock up as well. Here's Delta. Alrighty, love to see it. FedEx hangar over there, love to see it, very nice. Fuzzy 109 vacated 26 at Delta.
Fuzzy 109, taxi stand 5.
Taxi stand 5, Fuzzy 109. Alrighty, so stand 5 is, well, it's next to where we briefed, so we'll go there, that's fine. Good, right, after landing, radar is off, flight controls are locked, flaps 0, trims, we'll reset those just back to 0 there. It's going to be very fiddly to do here while we're taxiing. Landing our strobe lights, we'll get the strobes off now. They're off, anti-ice is off, probe heating is off, and the TRU will turn off just as we've completed this turn. Very nice ground markings here as well, I have to say. This is the Simulations Turku, by the way, chats. Look at the animated flags over there, love to see that. Right, TRU can come off. We'll get the taxi light off as well now as we're pulling into a stand. And we'll get engine 1 to fuel shut off. We'll go feather initially. And fuel shut off. So after landing, probes off, TRU off, condition lever 1 is fuel shut off. After landing check is complete. Good. Do have a GSX profile for this airport, so hopefully this should be quite nice. I did see there was walk-in on the menu there. The ground handle in the dry in this aircraft, I do have to say, is quite nice. Come on. Right. Parking brake is set. Lovely stuff. Right, the prop brake is not ready. We'll go.
269 kilo, descent flight level 200.
And we need to bring this to feather first. Feather right engine, prop brake ready. We'll go prop brake on. Beacon light can come off. Wing light can go on. Put logo light on as well. That's fine. Seatbelt signs can come off. That's good. And we'll leave the fuel pumps on this. We are running the right engine still in hotel mode. That's good. Lovely stuff. Okay, and then the transponder, of course, can come to standby. That's good. And the parking checklist. Parking brake engaged. Taxi takeoff lights off. Condition lever 2. Feather. Beacon light is off. Transponder standby. Tail prop. We'll do that in a sec. Seatbelt signs are off. Parking checklist complete. Get the ground power. And tail prop, main door, wheel chocks. Good. And we'll request deboarding.
Deboarding requested.
Not sure why the woman's come on after we sorted that earlier. Then we'll go ahead and get the external power on there. And we'll shut down the right engine.
716, radar contact, flight level 330,
Green light come off. Good. Lovely. Lovely stuff, chat. Welcome to Turku. I'm not sure how we managed to overshoot the stop line. I'm not sure how we managed to overshoot the stop line there after coming in so ridiculously slow. But nevertheless, welcome, guys, to Turku. Very nice. Very nice. That did feel quite nice on landing, I have to say. Airport looking very, very nice as well, I have to say. Passengers deboarding. Alrighty. Good, good, good. Nice little airport. Yeah, it looks like it, yeah. Does indeed. Righto. Okay, let's check the report then on Newsky, shall we? Interesting. Alrighty, let's have a look then. So, oh, I can't show you, can I, chat? Because this is messed up, hasn't it? So, okay. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. Okay, that's a good sign. I just have to wait a minute for it to come back on. See them deboard yet? Whilst we wait for that to fix itself. It's looking good.
Good evening, Helsinki Control. Ryanair 126 climbing through flight level 200 to flight level 280.
Ryanair 126 Helsinki, radar contact, flight level 300.
Flight level 300, Ryanair 126.
Sorry about that, chat. Just attempting to fix what's gone wrong here. Very strange thing that's happened. Okay. I don't know if it's going to come back on, chat. Might just have to do it the old school way. Yeah, let's just do that. Right, so the landing reports. Let's just bring it over here like this. Newsky. Fortunately, Newsky is nice and responsive, so that's actually quite nice looking. So we were late in departure, as you can see, and slightly late on the arrival as a result. We made a balance of 16.58, so not too much money made, but obviously not many passengers carried either. The pilot rating 9.65, so not too bad, but we did get docked minus 0.35 for being late, and 238 as well taken off as a penalty. The touchdown itself was a great touchdown according to Newsky here, 1.3 G, 243 feet per minute in challenging conditions. So not too bad, and distance from threshold 485 meters, which is very nice, with a max centile deviation of 1.68, and we used slightly less fuel than estimated, which is interesting. So we'll come in. Let's just zoom in on the landing there. see exactly where we touched down. Yeah, touched down at a very nice point, I think. And the landing rate, not too bad, considering it was quite bumpy coming in there. So I'll take it. That's not too bad, though, I think. Not too bad at all. I'm pretty okay with that, considering the performance of the ATR today. But we did have some predictions coming in. So who got closest then? Oh, we've got some very close guesses here, actually. Hang on, I've closed Newsky by mistake. So it's 243. So it's got to be Matt. Nicely done there, my friend. Nicely done. And MPS, you were pretty close as well with 1.24G or 1.3. So yeah, nicely done to both of you. ILS approach. We did a RNP approach, Soren, not an ILS today. We wanted to just see how well the ATR performed with an RNAV approach. It didn't work that well previously.
And runway 32 left and flight level 100 UPS 241.
Nicely done there.
Diva 4 Romeo.
We're not doing the flight back today, no, Jetty. No, I'm afraid not.
Runway 22 left, UPS 241.
Alrighty, guys, lovely stuff. Last few passengers coming off board now. Let's have a look at this airport real quick, shall we? This is another new place we've flown to on the stream. So let's have a look. This was sent to show to you guys by our partner Simulations. Of course, we featured their Liège scenery in the last stream.
You want to deboard crew.
And that was very nice. I was very impressed by it, especially the main passenger terminal there. But this is Turku, a much smaller airport, as you can see. So let's just have a quick look around. We've got animated flags here, which are very, very nice. Even the Simulations branding there, which you love to see. These flags look incredible, though. These look like some of the best animated flags I've seen in the sim, I have to say. You've got that nice sort of texture on the flag as well, which is very cool. And the resolution on those is just absolutely stunning. It's so crisp. And yeah, even looking at this Avis one as well. Very, very nice animations there. Looking very, very cool. So the apron itself, obviously it's a small airport, so I don't suppose I would expect to see too much clutter about. But the modelling and texturing of the main buildings here look very nice, actually. Very, very nice. Some textures that don't quite line up there on the corner, but I'm not sure if that's intentional or not. We've got some flat glass here with no interior, but that's fine. I quite like the look of that glass there. That's looking quite nice. We've got the tower here. It looks like it's got some blue lighting on it as well. And inside the tower is also looking very nice. With the transparent glass visible from the inside. And we've got the main sort of terminal area, which is also looking very, very nice, I have to say. We've got the detail here on the signs. Look at the resolution on there, looking very, very good. The detail, including the little megaphone type loudspeaker thingies here. And then the inside, also looking very, very nice. You guys may have spotted that on the thumbnail for the stream today. I actually took a shot from, where was it? It was this guy here. This guy. This was our screenshot guy. And yeah, the inside's looking very, very nice as well. Very, very nice PBR and texturing. It looks fantastic. Simulations definitely got the interiors down. That's for sure on their sceneries. Let's just do a little scoot over here. It looks like there's something else. Ah, yes, it looks like there's a bit of landside detail as well, with some stairs going down here. Oh, look at that on the underside of the stairs. There's sorry, that's on the front, isn't it? Yeah, bit of detail down here as well, which you love to see. Very unique to the airport, saying it Turku down there. And yeah, it's looking very nice. This airside detail is also very, very nice to see. Car park again, and we've got some... What is this down here with lights on it? Oh, I don't know what's going on there. It seems like it's got... Looks like it's got lights on it. If you look there, you can sort of see some light around the edge, but I don't know. But yeah, very, very nice. The ground textures are very nice as well, with some cracks, and coloration is good as well. Ground markings are again really nice, like our last scenery we looked at by MM. Really, really nice, and the default taxiway signage, which is fine. We do like to see some customer taxiway signage, but hey ho. Little helicopter port here, I think. Fin hems. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but modelling and texture in there also very nice. Yeah, very nice. Love to see it. All right. I mean, there's not too much else to see. You guys saw the runway textures on the arrival, which looked very, very nice. Some GA down here, maybe. Yeah, the runway textures look decent. Runway markings very nice. Tire marks down here as well. That rain coming in there. And I think that's your lot for this airport. It is really quite small. Oh, they have a cargo apron. My apologies. Cargo apron as well, which is looking very good. We've got some FedEx. Finavia. With the flag on there again. What's this one down here? Not sure what that says, but TLK. And we've got some nice details here regarding the cargo as well. Some nice FedEx vans and stuff like that, which again you love to see. Even some over here parts on the grass. And we've got DHL and some more nice little animated flags, which are looking very, very nice. And yeah, that's it for Turku. This is quite a cool airport in the real world. There are, you know, numerous airlines that actually fly into here with, you know, A320s, A321s, I think, and 737s. So it is quite a cool airport. It's not just small plane operations here. Hang on a minute, I'm just trying to find the inside. There we are. So yeah, it's quite a cool one, to be honest, and it's obviously quite a small airport. The runway, not sure how long the runway actually is here. Let's check. (2,500 meters), so not the longest runway in the world. Not that short though, to be fair. So yeah, very nice. Maybe it's a local aero club. Yeah, potentially. Could well be. Set the sun down. Oh, okay, yes. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? To see the night lighting. Can I try to set the traffic off? Yes, I can do that, yeah. So we'll set it to night time. There you go. Looks pretty pleasant actually. Windows here are quite uniform, but other than that, it does look pretty nice. That interior looks good. You can see what I mean with the lights on those signs over there. That looks like there's some lights there, but there's not. And then regarding the taxi lights, yeah, pretty standard, I think, here. Cargo apron also nicely lit as well. Right, good. So Hakon is asking me regarding the traffic, so let's give that a try. So like I said, aircraft traffic type is off. I have that off permanently, really. Don't really use that. And as you can see, everything's pretty low, to be honest, except for leisure boats, which I had up for an add-on I was using. But let's just hang on. Let's just make note of what FPS we're at currently. We'll go into the flight deck as well, because that's probably the more important. So we're currently at 40 frames per second, roughly.
Control at, can you repeat that frequency?
118.4.
118.4, Ryan 126, ila jatkaa.
There you go, let's make it a bit bigger. Trying to put it in a place you can see it easily. There we go, so 40 frames per second. Pretty much average 40 frames per second. And then we'll go to the traffic and let's just zero them all out.
Share 533 Helsinki, you can monitor Unico 1228.
Okay, 228 base.
About 4 FPS, which is alright, actually, it's quite good. That's more than I was expecting, to be quite honest with you. It's not too bad. Abu Fly Club, I see. Okay, thank you. Good. Hakon, thank you. Alrighty.
119.1.
Cool. Let's watch the replay, shall we? In fact, I tell a lie. Let's just do this one more time. So, real quick. Still connected to VATSIM as well, so let's disconnect from VATSIM as well. And the FPS might shoot up by a decent amount more then. Not too much, actually. Not making much of a difference, is it? Fair enough. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't realise that that would have such a effect there. Well, good to know. Put that back down in the corner. Right, okay, let's watch the replay then, shall we, chat? Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to need to load one of these presets first. Probably will do. So we'll go to ready for taxi.
You need to stop the engines to request ground services.
Okay, that's fine. Let's see. Quick question. Any idea why the in-game overlay is grayed out? No idea, Dave. Which in-game overlay are you referring to there? This will increase more if you log off from VATSIM. Yeah, I thought I would see. I thought I would see more of a difference there. Usually you do, but in some aircraft, but maybe not this one. Yes, I'm using Nvidia filters, Ellis. Welcome to the chat, though. Exclamation point Nvidia in the chat. Right, let's watch the replay, shall we? Let's fast forward it a little bit though, shall we? Alright, lovely stuff. Oh, the right engine's not spinning for some reason. I guess the panel state didn't fully finish what it was doing, so never mind. We'll just have to ignore that. Landing in inverse hotel mode. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. did start flaring probably a bit early there, to be fair. Probably could have waited a bit later for that. Not bad, though. It looks pretty nice from the outside. Nice and smooth. Had to kick a little bit of rudder as well to get lined up because of the crosswind situation, which worked quite nicely. Felt quite good when I did that. Little hop there. Still very, very squirmy on the rudder when you're on the ground, though. But yeah, that's it, chat. That's going to be a lot for today, I'm afraid. 2 hours stream. Unfortunately, I don't have time for any more than that today, but we will be back on Tuesday. But we'll play the stream out, of course, as we normally do, with the view from the passengers. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you once again, Soren, for your massive support today, coming in with those two super chats of 200 krona there. Thank you so much. That's super generous of you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. Do remember to hit the thumbs up button on the way out if you liked the stream today, if you enjoyed that flight. Once again, thank you so much. I don't know what the route is for Tuesday yet, Jetty. I'll post a schedule as I normally do on a Monday for that, so you'll be able to see that on my socials or on my Discord tomorrow. So once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I'll catch you again on Tuesday. Bye for now.